Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mile Wiki. Today is Friday, April the 1st of 2016, and before we continue, I want to reiterate this. This is not an April Fool's video. This video just happens to take place on April Fool's Day. What you're about to see is all real, nothing staged. This is the actual thing. So there you go. And speaking of April Fools, I got a couple of fools on TeamSpeak with me right now. I got Video San Frontier and Elmo3 with us to join in this little presentation.
I can't hear you that well, by the way.
I figured that would be the case. Okay, if I move my webcam mic over. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Video San Frontier and Elmo3 with us on our little unboxing video.
Hello,
Hey,
Internet.
guys.
Now, what's in this box is something that I have been wanting for several years now. It's nothing I've been wanting like crazy, but it's something I had in the back of my mind, been after for a while, and this is something that usually costs too much money for me, and I usually cannot afford it, but a friend of mine, Declan, who, if you recall, sent me a very nice package of goodies about a year ago, including a Packard Bell Platinum 1, has sold me a Sega CD for a very, very reasonable price. And because it's a Sega CD, I felt obligated to have Elmo3 in the call with me when I unbox this.
Because you know what I'm going to have to say.
Yes.
I'm basically here as a spare.
Yeah.
Spares and repairs.
Yeah, I'm an official compact spare.
Lol.
Replaced with compact spare.
I am that compact spare.
Yes. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start unboxing this.
I've got my cup of tea.
Oh, yes,
No, I'm
right.
safe.
Oh, yeah. Since we got Jay in the call, go ahead and do your unboxing spiel.
Okay. You need one of two things. You need to have either a cup of tea or a tin of iron brew. And if you happen to be one of these people who thinks that George Osborne is right to cut disability benefits and support in order to give away tax cuts to the rich, then you're probably going to need a responsible adult to help you with any cutting implements featured in this video, as you will be quite clearly unable and incapable to be able to use them without seriously damaging yourself and others. Not or, and.
Yes, indeed, which I am a responsible adult. I have a knife right here, a pocket knife that I've had since I was 16 years old, so this is a 10-year-old pocket knife. It still works well enough to do stuff like this, so we'll go ahead and do this. By the way, this envelope and this Windows 7 Professional DVD case are covering up the addresses on the box because there was no other way to get rid of them. Okay. And Declan also has a surprise in this box for me. Do not know what it is, but I guess we're about to find out. Okay.
It's a spider.
I'd rather have that than a snake. Snakes are terrible. They're evil.
Well, the snake's going to come out of the box and go blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And
It's going to be one
Snake's going to come out of the box and go, you just got a Sega CD. Yeah.
And this will be the final Billy Core video you will ever see on YouTube, because upon seeing said snake, I will kill over from a heart attack and die.
Well, as long as the snake isn't poisonous.
It's
No.
probably not poisonous at all.
No, I was thinking more like the shock will give me a heart attack.
don't know if you ever had one of those, but I used to enjoy playing Snake on it. You know,
Well,
if I set my ringtone to the right one, the phone would even go. Blah, 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 blah. that was actually more my mum's Philips 301 phone. It was a brick, and yeah, that actually did used to have a ringtone that sounded like.
well, I will admit I do enjoy the game Rattler Race on the Microsoft Entertainment Pack. So there's that.
Yeah, basically that. That's basically like Snack, except with slightly different from the same.
All right, we are in. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got a letter. Oh my lord, it's a flippin' miracle. It didn't take me half a year to mail this out. Are you amazed? Because I know I am. P.S. Does this mean I get another shout out on your channel? Hashtag shameless self-promotion. P.P.S. I heard you may be in need of a particular Atari product. I wonder what this could be. And by the way, there's the fonts from Happy Days out of random.
Are you sure that's not just the guy's hair? So, yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously when he's older, he's going to be that mean, like I Am the Sun, you know, the guy with the afro and the giant beard.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have a this is my second one to add to my collection, another box copy of Windows 95. This one has been opened, I can tell. And this is the version for PCs without Windows, and yes folks, sit there with a terrified face now because this is the floppy disk version. Ah!
Really?
Yep.
Of Windows 98?
95.
Oh, I thought you said 98.
No.
I think there was a floppy disk version of Windows 98, but it's about as rare as the version of Windows 95 that was made available on 5¼ floppy disks.
Oh, could you imagine trying to install Windows 98 from floppy disk? You'd probably be there for a month.
Well, it's better than Windows 8.1 on floppy disks.
Oh, that was terrible. Don't get me started on Windows 10 on floppy disk.
That's, yeah. What actually would happen if you, what would actually happen if, you know, you didn't have access to the internet? Would Microsoft send you the updates in the mail?
Ugh. Yeah, yeah.
Several more floppy disks.
Oh, good grief. Okay. Next we have a bag o' mice. We have a, similar to what we saw on my Easter special, a little Microsoft mouse right here, except this one doesn't have the curve on it. Very nice to have. We have a Logitech serial mouse. I've been needing a serial mouse, so another one that is, so this is very handy. Made by Logitech with their old logo on it. And just for Jay, a mouse with the compact logo on it. It's a little bit yellowed, dang it Randy, but there you go.
There we go. Yep, match. It would match any blonde's hair.
Okay, and now the thing I've been waiting for, the Sega CD itself. This is the first time I've ever seen one in person, and I gotta say, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, surprisingly. This is the Model 2 Sega CD. CD tray opens up like that. So yeah, this has the extender piece on it because Declan was nice enough to include that for me because I use a Model 1 Sega Genesis. So yeah, it's a lot bigger and a lot heavier than I expected it to be. So yeah, very cool indeed. Okay, let's see what kind of surprises Declan has in store for me. Okay, I was expecting this. This is a software folder of games he has for Sega CD that he's burned. These games are not in any kind of order. I am too lazy to organize them, Declan. So yeah, well, I was gonna burn these eventually, but Declan's already done this for me. So yeah. Convenience. Thy name is Declan. And we have a, ooh, nice, a 6-button Sega Genesis controller. These are very good to have. And got something else in here. Let's see what we got. Well, we got a laptop. A laptop, folks. This is, I doubt this works because he said he was including something that doesn't quite work. This is a compact Presario, and Jay's ears just lit up. It's a compact Presario 1655 laptop with a Pentium 2 in it. And again, I don't think it works though. He did mention he included something that does not work, so this might be it.
Ah, now this is where I come in.
Yes, indeed. There it is.
So, yeah, I do have a reason for being in this video. That's a brilliant machine, I think, I hope. And I hope we can get it fixed.
Yep, it's a designed for Windows. Oh, and it's even more J approved. Designed for Windows 98.
Oh yeah, Windows 98 compact. I mean, how could you get any better? Have the thing working.
True, true. Okay, and he has another surprise in here. He mentioned something about Atari, and you know what? This is it, actually, I believe. I don't have an Atari console for these at the moment, but well, first here's a power cord for the Model 2 Sega CD, but I already have one of these, but it's good to have these again. We also have a oh, this is hilarious, and I'll tell you why. This is one of those composite output Atari 2600 emulator things that's built into an old Atari controller that they made back in the early 2000s. The reason I'm laughing about this is because a couple of years ago I sent a care package to YouTube user Lazy Game Reviews, and I included one of these in that package. Well, now I got it back. So yeah, anything else in here? Nope, just packing material. So yep, that's the Model 2 Sega CD unboxed, and this is very weird packaging material. Very weird. But again, thank you very much, Declan. I greatly appreciate that. I gotta get on the computer and pay him for this, actually. But, yeah, now I gotta decide. Oh, should I or should I not right now? Actually, yeah. Just because it's within reach. Get this out of the way.
May I just say, at this moment, congratulations. You got one before Nintendo made one.
Of course. I was wondering when that would come.
I know, I mean, we've waited ages, and I honestly do not believe now that Nintendo will ever make a Pentium 2 powered compact Presario laptop.
Okay. Oh, I got this right here. This is a Sega Genesis Model 1. This is my primary Sega Genesis because it's, well, the only one I have, so. And as you can tell, I haven't used it in a while because of all the caked on dust on here, but we're about to fix that. We'll clean that off there. fact, I need to find a better place to hook this up too before we test everything out. Has a Sonic & Knuckles cartridge in it. So, we're going to attach this to the Sega CD. Now, this is a very complicated and delicate process when you add a Sega CD to your Sega Genesis. If you screw this up, you could destroy your Sega CD, you could destroy your Sega Genesis, you could destroy your life, your girlfriend will break up with you, that is if you have one, you'll go bankrupt, you'll lose your house, and the president will cry. What you have to do is take your Sega Genesis and pull this side off, and there's this little cover on the right side of it covering a connector, and just pull that off, and that reveals the connector, which has another little red cover over it protecting the connector, and you just pull that off. And again, need to be careful, folks. Your life depends on doing this correctly. You take your Sega Genesis, put it on the tray here next to the Sega CD, and slide it into the connector. That's all there is to it, folks. Yes, I exaggerated. April Fools, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't work, so I guess the president's gonna cry now.
Don't get me wrong. Let me just say.
Don't worry, President Obama. I got it taken care of now. Here we go. The Sega Genesis with the Sega CD. I guess all I need now is to someday get myself a Sega 32X to attach into here, but that's for the future.
You've got big enough multi-gang sockets.
That is true. In fact, I don't even know how I'm going to plug all this stuff in that I got right now. But, yeah.
I wonder if anyone's made a three-way pigtail adapter that would sort that out.
They have. I just can't remember the name of it. I think it's on StoneAgeGamer.com. If you look for it there.
I didn't catch that, but yeah. I mean, I'm guessing it probably won't be an official Sega product.
It's not.
I can't imagine Sega are still making Sega Mega Drive and Mega Drive accessories.
For those of you who don't know, Mega Drive is what the Genesis was called in Europe
Scotland.
and in Europe and Japan and other places that wasn't North America. But
Copyright concerns, I think.
that's the story I've heard.
Got that hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pause the video right here, and I am going to, well, for one thing, I'm probably going to kill myself in the process of doing this, but I'm going to connect this up to my television set, and we're going to test the Sega CD. Stay tuned, folks. I don't know how I did it, folks. It truly is a miracle indeed, but I got this monstrosity connected. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to plug cartridges in here anymore because of how tight the space is, but we'll see what we can do. So, smoke test! I don't think it's working, guys. Nah, it is. It is. I am going to turn the sound down, though. Well, so far so good, folks. Got a little access light there. Why don't we add a CD and really see what it can do? Let's move through this Gateway software folder. And, yes, this is what I've been wanting to try. This is, the Earthworm Jim port for the Sega CD, and what makes this unique is that this is the special edition version. This is pretty much the same version of Earthworm Jim that I grew up playing on the Packard Bell Legend 822 CDT. So, let's give it a try. First, let's open it up. What's nice about the Sega CD is no copy protection. You can burn these CDs offline. Alright, checking disc. Press the start button, and we'll do that. Or not, or it'll just take a mind of its own. Well, that's a good sign. Give it some time to read the disc. There we go. This part's a little bit different from the computer. But alright, let's get it going. Yep, that's from the PC version. And I'm going to have to play this with one hand. Yep, that's the music from the PC version. I can't play this with one hand. Why am I doing this? There we go. That took care of that. Alright. And Jay, just like on the computer, the cow has been launched. Yep, this is history, folks. I've never used a Sega CD before. And yes, I know. The games on this system leave a lot to be desired other than this game and a couple of others, and there really weren't that many games made for it. But it's still cool, guys. Alright, we'll just leave it there for a moment, but yeah, that is my new Sega CD. Can't believe I finally own one.
Nice.
Final thoughts, Jay?
Well, I've only been after one of those for a while. You know, I hope you enjoy all those endless nights playing Night Trap.
Oh, good grief, that game.
You know, but if you don't, there's always a compact Presario.
Yes, indeed. If I can get it to work, but and finally we'll end this with from the resident Sega guy himself, Elmo3.
Well, I'm glad to see you finally got one before Nintendo made one.
Yes.
Finally got to hear that Sega BIOS music in person.
Indeed, and not just from like an online video.
Yeah, it wasn't just an emulator that somebody played the music from. It's the real thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's nicer. It's a lot nicer.
Yes, indeed. I guess next I got to get a 32X, but I'm in no real hurry for that because then I'll have to buy games. I don't want to do that. So yeah,
This is YouTube. You buy games for the Sega CD, don't you?
yes, yes I do. That's what you're supposed to do. Everyone should do that.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're LGR in 2008 and use backups.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess this will just about do it for this video. I'll do a more in-depth video review of the Sega CD at a later date. This is just a quick little unboxing video to get acquainted with the system. And again, thank you Declan for letting me have this opportunity. This is Billy Core signing off on April the 1st of 2016.